Welcome to the David Bradley Show with your host, David Bradley.
All right, everybody. We're going to do this show. We're going to have some fun. Man, we're kicking off 2024 with some really good people coming on the show. And if y'all have listened to my show and everything, you know how much I love a good Texas country. Love it. Love a good Texas country artist with that wholesome country Texas sound, man. And y'all got to check this guy out. And I'm going to bring him on the show. Donice, I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. But anyway, we'll let him pronounce it. He's a whole lot better at it than I am. What's going on, dude?
Hey, David. Welcome to the club. Yeah, nobody can pronounce my name.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's Donice Morace.
Morace, that's right.
Yep.
I was thinking Maurice.
Yeah.
Morace.
Yeah. If you're
I don't know.
nasty.
Instead of messing somebody's name up, I'd rather just go ahead and if I can get the first name in, I'm good.
Oh, goodness.
But yeah, it gets crazy, man. But yeah, I mean, I've had actually quite a few Texas musicians on here and artists, and everybody keeps hollering, we need to get back to this country sound. And I'm like, Texas is right there. That's all y'all got to do. You know, everybody loved Chris Ledoux.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, people.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people that are fed up with what mainstream country turned out to be.
Me included, brother.
And
Me included.
And I'll be the first to say the 90s were the best decade in country music. And I think Texas country kind of tapped into that, and to most people, that's what country music sounds like. So, yeah, that's so. If you can't hear it on mainstream, you can definitely hear it all over Texas.
Oh yeah. Well, I was listening to your music on the way home today, and because this was kind of like a pop-up show for me and you both. I'm like, oh, okay.
Your people talk to my people. We'll get it going.
Yeah, they decided, and we didn't have a clue.
Yeah. Tell us where to be.
What am I doing? You know. But yeah, man, I was listening to it, and I was like, dude, I don't know what studio you used or whatever, but the mix is perfect on that, and the music videos.
Which one were you listening to? Do you remember?
Well, I was listening to Going.
Oh, okay.
I love that one because you could actually feel the heartbreak in it, you know?
Yeah, that was, we recorded that one in Lonnie Wilson's studio at his house.
Cool.
Yeah. So all of my heroes from the 90s, we had Brent Mason in there on guitar.
Yeah.
Lonnie on drums, Joe Spivey on fiddle. So this is basically the session players that you heard on every George Strait record since 1991 or 92.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was.
I used to love watching that fiddle player because whenever you seen a video and he's up there, I mean, dude, he was killing it.
Oh, yeah.
He was acting like that fiddle was a lead guitar. He was out front. He was running around. I was just like, man, I ain't ever seen anybody with that kind of energy.
Yeah, these were the session players that played on his records. He also played on all Alan Jackson's records. These three guys. Yeah, they were my heroes, and so I was pretty much fangirling that week while we were in the studio.
Wow. Yeah, I've never really. I think I've only fangirled like a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
Over an artist, you know. I was just like, because I've done lights and sound in the industry since I was 19. So I mean, kind of grew up in it, kind of done it, you know, and it was more or less, you know, hey, how's it going? How do you like your lights? You know?
Right.
It just ran with it, you know.
So who made you fangirl?
Well, to be honest with you, and this is what's weird, I was doing Just Lights. I was part of the production team down at the Limelight in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a day little, I think it was like 10 bands. They had a day show, and it was from like noon to like 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And it was, I want to say this correctly, I believe it was 10 different bands. And I mean, we had everybody from Jesse James Dupree, his little brother, playing up there, and we had all kinds of people. And they were only doing 2-3 songs each.
Oh, okay.
And I was running up, helping them set up because we was doing quick change outs, man.
Sure.
And this guy come up, and at the time his hair was just shoulder length. And I didn't think nothing of him, Harley jacket, guitar, little string bean. He got up on stage, and I asked him, how do you like your lights? And he said, you've been doing it longer than me. I trust you. So I was like, okay. But when he started singing, it just blew me away. And I fangirled over him ever since. And that's, now I blank on his name. Son of a bitch. I'm sorry. Like it was in black and white.
It was in black and white.
Photograph, black and white. But that's the song he did.
Photograph in black and white.
I am not believing. I'm bad at this. Honestly, I am seriously bad about names.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot there.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
You're leading up to it.
That's all part of the fun of this show is watching me dig for.
Talking about Jamie Johnson?
Yes, Jamie Johnson.
In Color. Yeah.
In Color. That song.
Yeah.
You got somebody back there looking up stuff?
No. The lyric just the light went off on him finally.
Yeah, it was Jamie Johnson, and I started following him through his career, and I just when he got off stage, he actually came up to me and said, "Hey, that was pretty good." And I said, "Yeah, I liked it." It was slow. It just did slow color changes, and he liked what I did, and everybody clapped, and it was a good time. He did 3 songs, but the only one that stood out was Should Have Seen It in Color, Photograph, whatever it's called. Yeah. And good. I've always liked that song.
That is good stuff.
Yeah. And then the other guy, of course, is Ted Nugent.
Oh, okay. You got to meet Ted Nugent. Okay.
Yeah. I've always been a fan of Ted Nugent. Between his hunting and his music, I mean, honestly, I think he's one of the most underrated guitar pickers in the world.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, he's pulled out some great licks on that daggum guitar, man.
Yeah. You picked a couple of good ones to fangirl about.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I'm gonna start listening to your stuff more because I only got into 3 songs.
Oh man, that was weird.
Yeah, somebody logged in on your internet, man.
Yikes. So yeah, I was gonna go into the story about 10 years ago. I did this show in Jasper, Texas, with this kid that had was kind of making it big. I'd heard his name, but I'd never heard him live. Yeah. I didn't know any of the songs, and showed up, and it's Cody Johnson.
Yeah.
And I got there. He was doing a sound check, and my mouth was just wide open. This kid was just killing it.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh. Well, we hit it off that night, and he had just recorded his first album with Trent Willman.
Yeah.
And we hit it off, and at the end of the night, he said, "Hey, whenever you get ready to record, you need to call this producer. He's in Nashville, but he's a Texas boy. He'll know what you're looking for."
Right.
So fast forward about 2 years because I did not have the money to record at the time.
Yeah, we've talked about that a lot.
Yeah. I actually refinanced my house.
Mm-hmm.
Convincing to my wife, but yeah, I refinanced the house and had that number, so I called Trent Willman. Well, I get his voicemail. I'm like, oh man, I'm never gonna hear from this cat. But the next day, I get a phone call. It was a 615 number. I knew it was Nashville, and sure enough, him. He had gotten my message, did a little research on me. I was name dropping too. I ain't gonna lie. Cody told me to call you. But yeah, he decided to work with me, and man, that opened up so many doors that would have never been opened before. So
Oh yeah.
I have to say that I've stood on Cody and Trent's shoulders this whole time, because I wouldn't be anywhere close to where I am now without those two.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, you've got a great voice, and
Thank you.
with the producing and everything on these songs that I heard, at least, I mean, they're just top notch, man.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna add them to my playlist. I hope everybody else.
I appreciate it. We I'm not sure how many folks are familiar with my area, that my hometown, but it's around Beaumont, Texas. And
Yeah.
if you were listening to country music in the 90s, you heard about 3 of them from my area.
Oh yeah.
Were huge influences on me.
Mm-hmm.
Got Mark Chestnut, Tracy Bird, and Clay Walker.
Yeah.
Man,
and I've been through Beaumont a lot.
Yeah. So I'm probably a good combination of the 3 of them, to be honest with you, because that's where that's what I listened to. That's who I looked up to. You never want to copy, just one person. So,
Right.
yeah, I'm probably a good combination of the 3 of them.
Awesome. Yeah, I can see that too. I mean, it's just, I can definitely see that.
Yeah. With Chestnut, he's just a singing fool. My gosh, he could sing.
And I don't think it matters what you put in front of him. I bet he could sing any daggum thing.
I know it. And well, George Jones is from here too, and so that was his idol. So I got that influence, the Jones influence from him. It turned me on to Jones. But then I'd record off the board at this. My dad would bring me into the club that they were playing at here in town called Cutters.
Yeah.
I was too young to get in, but Dad would bring me, and as long as Dad was with me, they'd let me in. And it got to where they'd let me record off the soundboard. So I would, take those little 90-minute cassette tapes home and just hell out of them. But yeah, I would listen to Chestnut sing, and then I would watch Tracy on breaks and watch how he dealt with people. And I can tell you this right now: if he did not have a music career, he could have been a politician.
Well, yeah.
Deals with people. He's wonderful.
Well, that's what I've told, especially a lot of first timers just starting out and everything else. I've told them, go watch somebody, see how they read the room and work the crowd. You got to read that room, man.
Exactly right.
And it gets crazy.
Yeah, that was my early influence. So I was really getting into country music hard around that time.
Yeah, but at least your dad was cool enough to take you, man.
Yeah, like dad's the one he bought me my first guitar at 6 years old. So for
Awesome.
Yeah, it was Santa brought it, but I think Dad was tired of me sneaking under his bed and grabbing his guitar and playing it all the time. But yeah, I started playing guitar when I was 6, and then you had those local guys. I'm not sure many artists have that advantage where, because if you tell somebody, hey, I'm going to be a country music singer, like, yeah, right. But these guys really made it seem attainable because they're from your hometown, and you saw them with your own eyes do it. So,
well, I mean, then too, I mean, you've got a camaraderie and certain other towns besides here, they want to see you play. They want you to be interested in it. They want you to make something out of it. A lot of places, they're just like, screw you.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, you're right.
And I don't like that. I like it when, people actually come together and help each other out.
Yeah, to this day, I can call up Tracy and pick his brain, and he'll answer every time. So I'm so grateful for that.
Awesome.
I'm trying to buy his bus from him right now. So
you refinancing the house again?
No. He got a new bus, but he kept his old one. So I'm trying. Hey,
a lot of people don't do that anymore. They just
boy out. Yeah. So
I don't like the rent. I'd rather own. And if I had a bus, I'd want to do something different with it. Dress it up. Do something.
It used to be the way to go was to lease a bus because, you get stranded out in the middle of nowhere. You just make a phone call and
they're picking you up.
They have to meet you with a new bus, and
oh yeah.
If you own the bus, you're just screwed. But they've gone up so much on leasing the bus. It's just astronomical.
Oh yeah. And plus you're paying for the driver and, everything else that goes with it.
Oh yeah. So back in the day, Tracy was telling me it was, he used to lease and it was like $16,000 a month, which is a lot.
Oh yeah.
But now it's $29,000 a month. Yeah. Can you imagine?
I'd be going to Winnebago.
Yeah. What do they call little vans? I don't know what you call them, but yeah.
Yeah, I seen Ron White, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I seen him and he was sitting on his bus one time and I got to looking and I'm like, wait a minute. That's not a traditional tour bus. And then later on it came out that he actually went and bought like a camper bus and it was one of the smaller ones so he could get in and out of the cities easier.
Oh wow.
Right. The single axle ones that's just got the one bedroom in the back and all that.
Yeah. He didn't really need an entertainer bus that 12. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I would do the same thing if I was a comedian like him. It's just maybe he and his wife, or
I just like to go to Florida every now and then in it.
Yeah, you're tailgating in that. That'd be fun.
I got to ask you this though. On One Drink In, the video.
Yeah,
dude. Now, I actually told a buddy of mine not more than 2 days ago, because I'm single. I've been single for 4 years. And he asked me, hey, when are you going to find you a woman, and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I tell you what, if you find me a woman that will Nerf gun fight with me in the house, and then I'm sitting there watching your video and I'm like, no freaking way, man.
Yeah.
That was cool as all get out.
That was cool. Man, we had a blast. That was my first big time music video to do. I've been recording for a while, but that was my first big video to do with a nice budget. And we got there to this humongous house. I don't know if you saw the house, but
oh God, yes, it was huge.
And they had everything from drones to scuba gear.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my God, what are they about to do here? Yeah. So yeah, there's at one point she dives in the pool and he's underneath her in the pool with scuba gear and a camera filming her swim over him. So
yeah.
But it is a steamy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was also fun.
I was like, I wonder if I can get her number.
She had just married that month.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
they
beautiful.
did good, man. They did really good.
At first I was gonna, it was just gonna be me and her, but then I saw the script. I'm like, unless I want to be sleeping on the couch, I better get into that.
You'd be singing a new song starting with a D.
Oh man. Should cover old Tammy Wynette song, huh?
Oh yeah. You could do it. You could do it. You could seriously probably do it.
Whew. But yeah, that was a fun video. But yeah, she was fun. And then the guy, his name is Sean. We met that week that we did the video, and we turned out to be really good friends.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's a fitness trainer, and so he kind of whipped me into shape.
Yeah, I need that myself.
Yeah.
It's just been, it's crazy because it's like, I bounce.
Do you?
Yeah, I'll go from 219 to 229.
Well, it's not a big bounce.
Yeah, but it's a bounce, and I hate the bounce.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I got to get back into the gym.
Yeah, I just started back a couple weeks ago, and I'm still hurting.
Oh yeah.
I did it. I do it for like 9 months straight. Then I have to give my body a break, but I got back a couple weeks ago, and so here we are.
My son works out. He works out every day. I can't do that.
No, I can't. You got to give your body a break.
Yeah, I like going every other day.
Yeah, as long as you do it about 4 days a week, I think you're good.
Yeah, and then of course, I had my doctor tell me that I needed to start drinking 7 ounces of wine every night.
Oh, what's your doctor's name?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what's
I
weird.
need that kind of prescription.
See, I don't drink that much. I'll drink like on the show with somebody or something like that, but I don't really drink. And I went in there and he was checking me out and everything. He's like, "So do you drink?" And I said, "Nope." He said, "You're fixing to start." And I said, "Am I getting a prescription here or what's going on with this?" I mean, and he just said, "I want you to start drinking the nastiest tasting red wine you can get and drink about 7 ounces every night or at least every other night." And then I got to reading up on it. You drink 7 ounces before you go to bed, and you go to bed, and it's like you've been in the gym for 3 hours.
Wow.
It burns fat. It does all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Well,
that's what I said.
Every night, he says.
Every night, every night, or every other night.
I'm not going to question science.
Yeah, well, if you can get a little buzz before you go to bed, I mean, sleep better. Who knows?
Oh man,
dude, when you gonna come to Nashville and start playing around up here some? Show these boys.
I come to Nashville often, believe it or not, but I have not done any shows in Nashville. It's always business meetings and stuff, or we're recording like we're about to do. First week of February, I'm flying up, start some new tracks for a new project.
Yeah.
So I'll be up. But I was in town last month. Yeah, it was December. I was invited to the CMA Christmas party, so that was pretty cool.
I didn't even see you there.
Oh, were you there?
Yeah.
I froze my butt off in there, but
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I guess it was on the roof or something.
It was at I can't remember.
I can't remember.
I can't remember the name of it, but it had that patio area.
I was there, and I flew up just for that.
Man,
did a little networking.
I say I could have met you there.
Yeah, you could have.
I wouldn't have recognized you because I hadn't met you yet. So,
well, this is true. I went there with my label president, Joe Kelly. I don't know if you know, but he was bringing me around, introducing me to everybody, and so that was pretty fun.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I had fun. I was up there running around, meeting people. Of course, I reach out to a lot of PR people and everything to get artists on the show.
Yeah,
met someone in there and had some good conversations, man.
Well, good.
It was a nice little thing, and yeah, I'm actually one of the few podcasts. I actually was the first podcast to be brought in to be a CMA member.
Very nice.
Yep, because they didn't have nothing for us.
Isn't that something? You'd think they would by now.
Well, they hadn't updated their stuff and kept up with what's going on with the internet, because I mean, artists are making money at, Facebook and YouTube and, all that stuff, Spotify, wherever you get your song downloaded, it's 50 cents here, 50 cents there, but it's all internet based stuff,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it looks like they would have had their finger on the pulse there.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of helped out. So
well,
in the old way, I guess.
Well, hopefully I'll see you at the next event.
You probably will. CMA Fest is coming.
Yeah.
Soon,
that was another big reason. We were trying to position ourselves to be able to perform at CMA Fest. So that was another reason for going.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That's in May, right?
Don't get me to line.
I think it is, but you had to April? You had to have
April 1st of May.
By January to be able to perform there. So yeah, that's why I went.
That'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Get you on stage, man. I'd love to see you on stage.
Well, I'll let you know if I get one of the little stages there. I don't know where they've got so many different things going on in town, it's just.
Oh yeah. And then they got the big stage they put on Broadway for people to play on. And then they got the other stage over at the Titans Arena.
Yeah, I doubt I'll be performing at that one, but
I don't know. I mean,
I'll take the Broadway stages. I ain't scared.
Just walk in there with that boyish charm and say hi. Just sprinkle a little Texas drawl on there, man. That'll get you right in. You won't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. I'll keep you posted. I'll make Sarah keep you posted at least. So.
Yeah, because you got my phone number and everything.
I do. I saw it on the sign-in sheet. So yeah.
Yeah, I want to make sure everybody's got my info.
I got you.
I'm available for parties. I don't drink a lot, so that's a plus.
There you go.
It gets crazy, man.
Except for maybe the wine.
Yeah, I might do the wine.
Yeah.
Before I go home, I'll have 7 ounces of the crappy wine.
Yeah, for health. For health.
Lose a little bit of weight.
Oh goodness.
All right, this other song, because you hit a nerve with this one too. And I'm gonna be honest with you. These 3 songs that I actually listened to, you hit a nerve on each one of them. Because, like I said, I've been divorced 3 times.
Well,
and can you guess which one it is?
Going.
No, that was the first one we talked about.
Wait till I'm gone.
That's it.
Well,
I have actually went out with a girl that was dressed up to the T and everything else, and she excused herself to go to the restroom, came back about 20 minutes later and playing on her phone. And one of the cute guys 4 tables away, every time she'd play on her phone.
Oh man.
Yep.
Yikes.
And I'm just like, you hit me with the little black dress.
Yeah, that was a strong, it wasn't my favorite of the 3, but it was a strong, not a lot of people know that this was a trilogy of songs. Yeah. So we just kind of basically took the journey of this couple's relationship, from the one drink in where there's just, it's not love, it's more infatuation. They don't really see each other's faults yet. Until going, they start, running into some obstacles, and then wait till I'm gone. It's over. But it kind of, instead of the fairy tale deal, it was more real life.
So I stumbled on a trilogy.
Yeah, that people can relate to. It's country music, man.
Well, that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, each song told a story, you know, and that's what I love. I love hearing stories in music. It makes you feel something. It makes you think, you know, and it's just, I love this stuff.
Well, I appreciate it. We really, it wasn't my idea to come up with the trilogy idea, but when we were filming the One Drink In video, my management came up with this idea of the trilogy deal, and to have the same cast of characters in each video and just tell the story of them. So we knew we were going to finish with Wait Till I'm Gone, and the songs just kind of lent themselves well to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just a no-brainer for us. Going Going's my favorite though out of the three.
Yeah, I do prefer the Going, but
yeah, it's a sad country song with a beat you can dance to.
exactly. By yourself if you want to.
Yeah, right.
Crazy line dancing.
Yeah.
You get a lot of line dancing down there in Texas.
Nope. Not really. I mean, there's a little bit, but not a whole lot. It's more couples dancing here.
See, that's what I grew up on, couples dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole lot better. I mean, Texas two-step, cowboy cha-cha.
Yeah, there's a dance for every song that's out there. You can dance with somebody else. I don't know why you would want to dance by yourself, but
I don't know.
I'm not a dancer, so ask my wife. I'm not a dancer, but just like if I was single, I wouldn't be dancing with someone.
Yeah, I don't know. Depends if they can dance or not.
Yeah,
I can dance, so they'd have to lead me around the daggone place.
But that's me.
I'm good at slow dancing. That's about it, man.
Right?
It gets crazy. Yay. Cool beans. So I'm really, really hoping to run into you at CMA Fest.
Yeah, I hope so too. I'll definitely be up there. I was in town last year for it, and it was the first time I'd been a part of it. It was pretty big, and so like I'm coming back to this, and I was really hoping to perform this year. So
yeah,
crossed, but I'll definitely be in town regardless.
Yeah, because I did for CMA Fest last year. I was down at Nashbox Studios, and I did 14 shows in 2 days.
Yeah, man, that week is just like a car wash.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I mean, get them in, get them out, get them in, get them out. But it was a lot of fun, man. I mean, I met a lot of people, and the crazy part about it is, if you're a guest on my show and you invite me to one of your shows, if it's in my area, I will come.
Okay. Duly noted.
And a couple of guys, they invited me down there, so they were playing at Kid Rocks, and I was like, okay, well, they're on Kid Rocks, but they're at the very top floor.
Yeah.
And it's like 100 freaking degrees outside.
It was.
And the time I got up to the very top floor, they're playing, you know, and saying hi and back and forth and all that stuff. But dude, 20 minutes in a crowded room, when I finally got my beer, it wasn't even cold anymore.
Oh no.
And I was just like, we're done. I'm out of here. We got to go get a steak. I'm out of here, you know. But it took me almost an hour just to walk from Kid Rocks back up to Nashbox Studios, and it was only 4.5 blocks.
Yeah.
I could not believe how crowded it was.
It's a madhouse.
I think COVID is what did it, because, you know, 2 years, nobody seeing anybody or anything like that, you know, and then everything's open.
Yeah. Yeah. You got a point there. I didn't think about that. But yeah, I can see with that. Yeah.
Everybody wanting to get out and get crazy.
Mm-hmm. I was there with my wife. She had come up, and it was her first time to Nashville. So I was trying to take in, and network a little bit, but I was also a tour guide because that was her first time to be, a little different for me, but we still had a great time.
I'm glad she had a great time because.
Yeah, now she wants to go back every time I come to town. So,
hey, you got some company.
Yeah.
You can't go first class no more, though.
No. Nope.
Honey, we got to drive this week.
Yeah, no kidding. We got to eat.
Bouncy.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be crazy. All right, dude. Well, guess we need to get off here because I'm starving. I know you're starving.
Yeah, I haven't eaten dinner yet. I know you just get off work, so.
Yep, and I'm gonna real quick. There's where you could be sitting.
Okay. I got you.
I always throw that in there.
Yeah, hopefully I can come visit you when I'm in town. It'll be great.
Yeah, anytime you're in town, man, just give me a call.
All right.
We'll work you in. Might even feed you.
Well, that would be even better.
Hey, we did 2 Christmas shows, and my executive assistant, Julie, she cooked a Christmas dinner for each show.
Oh, my goodness. Bless her heart.
And my guests were just like, they were stuffed. They didn't know if they could sing.
Book me for next year. I'm coming back.
I told her, I said, next year we're going to have to do it at a venue because, I mean, it was just, this ain't a big house, but it was packed.
Yeah. Man, I'm really grateful you brought me on this weekend. It was great meeting you, and
you too.
Like I said, it's a wonder we didn't meet last month at the CMA Christmas party. But
well, I mean, I was kind of low profile because that was my first time ever. Because this is actually the first year that I've been a member, so, and I'm kind of figuring things out,
I just kind of try to stay around where the heater was blowing. They had those vents.
Oh yeah.
I just kind of stayed where I found one and just kind of stayed in one spot.
As close as you could, because I mean it was, and I was a little weary of the food back there because some of it didn't look natural.
Well, you're lucky because by the time I got there was nothing left but cookies.
Yeah.
I was starving too. I was thinking, they were telling me, oh, we can just eat at the party. Yeah, it was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we probably just missed each other because I left a little bit early.
In fact, that's probably what it was then.
I'd have recognized the hat anyway. All right, brother. You got a .com?
Yeah, it's DoniceMorace.com. DoniceMorace.com.
All right, cool. And I'm gonna put all that information up underneath the podcast, and this does go on YouTube, so everybody will be able to click on it and check out your stuff. And dude, it's been an honor.
Same here, David. I appreciate you.
All right, buddy, and we'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.